Okay, so should I start?
Well, firstly, how you been?
You mean how did I sleep?
Yeah, how did you sleep?
I think I put a history podcast on and fell straight to sleep.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I didn't wake up till I heard Ivy chucking stuff. And I thought, crap, how long have you been awake without me for? So I rushed up with my eyes still closed to try and save the day or to relieve you. But how did you sleep?
Terrible. Besides from really struggling to get to sleep, then Ivy woke up at 3:30 and didn't go to sleep till 4:40.
What was she doing? Was she waving as soon as you went in there?
She just crying, but when she was in my arms, she was happy. She didn't want me put down. Anyway, it was an awful night. Let's not dwell on it.
Okay. But she's asleep now, which is why we've thought, let's get down. Alice was on coffees straight away.
Yeah.
Quickly, she's asleep. Coffees. I'll do the setup. Let's go.
Let's go.
Because we only got through 2 songs.
I mean, I think we're learning more and more that with not even our favourite songs, like we love those. We love all the songs, but they're not our favourites. And we still spoke minimum 25 minutes.
And there's for some reason, there's a lot to say.
Yeah.
Whether...
Not for some reason. We know there's a lot to say.
We know there's a lot to say, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're sitting back down and we're going to tackle song 3 and 4 on the Denial playlist. Oh, this is episode 3 then, technically.
This is episode 3.
I love it. We might get an intro one of these days, but you don't do the clapper once we've already started.
I know.
Alice didn't realise that why on film sets you use the clapper other than to tell you like what scene and things it is, so that the editor can link the sound with the image.
Yeah, well, I had no idea. I'm not a film and TV geek.
Anyway, I'm not a geek. Okay, so the next song is track 29, The Bolter.
Credits?
Yes, I think can I guess? Even though I should know this up by heart, I feel like it's definitely an Aaron tune.
Oh, you reckon? I would have said Jack.
Okay. God, way to shame me.
No, I don't know.
get this wrong.
You've made me second guess myself. Actually, yeah, I think
It's
you're
a bit
right.
whimsical.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Wait, have you seen it?
No, I haven't. Trust, I haven't got it up.
How do you do that on Spotify?
You just go to the bottom. Like,
So she did release some of these lyrics, handwritten, remember, in images before the album came out?
Mm-hmm. Was this one of them?
I think some lyrics to The Bolter, or she wrote The Bolter. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this song.
Aaron and Taylor. Yeah.
Shit.
Good work.
I'm in her head. This song is growing on me big time. It's so catchy.
Very catchy. And as we both realised, that most of this album is on piano, which is beautiful. But this is one that's with guitar. And it really stands out because of that, I think.
Yeah, and you said our friend Kath, shout out Kath, our biggest fan. She's a big Fearless girly.
Yeah.
And she gravitated directly to this song as soon as listening to the album, right?
Yep.
And it's probably for that reason, the guitar.
Totally. Love it.
Shall we dive into the lyrics? I didn't have many notes on this one.
I didn't either, but I had a general vibe of kind of who she was. I'm just going to put it straight out there. It's very hard to decipher who she's talking about. I have a theory, but it's still very vague.
Oh, okay. You should continue.
No, what do you think?
I was going to say, when I heard the lyrics, my initial thought was, this can't be Taylor. It's not how I saw her.
Totally.
As someone who
I agree.
has triggers like that and will run. She seems like she's a steadfast, rock in a lot of relationships. She doesn't seem like the flimsy one at all.
Well, I think also because she's the romantic one. So, it's like very self-sacrificing and tragic, and she'll stand there till the end to fight for the relationship kind of thing. She's very emotional like that, which is not this vibe of this song. This person in this song has a avoidant attachment style in terms of falling in love. For those who don't know what that is, basically when you're with attachment styles, we all have them. It's the way our first, we attach to our primary caregiver, whether it's a mum, dad, just any parent, main primary carer. And, there's a few different types. And the avoidant one is one that they don't feel safe. And so instead of, it kind of ends up being like you can get commitment issues because of it, because you don't feel safe to know that that person that you're attached to is going to be there for you, essentially. So you never stick around because it's not worth it.
What are some of the other styles?
There's an anxious attachment style. Yeah. So that means someone that's a fast-stage clinger we got over here.
Oh, God. No, that's not me now. I can...
Oh, me too.
Can
No
you,
judgment.
Can you be a healthy and... Okay, can you gravitate away from that?
Yeah, of course. And that would be a secure attachment.
That's where I think I am right now.
Yeah.
But I know that anxious attachment all too well. And so...
All too well, hey?
Yeah. There's going to be lots of puns in this podcast. So we have avoidant, we have anxious.
And then secure as well. I think there actually might be another, but they're the three that I remember is the avoidant, the secure, and the anxious attachment.
Wow.
Yeah. And this song is
Giving.
avoidant. 100%.
So you were confused then when you listened to the lyrics of
Yes,
that?
because I don't think of Taylor as having an avoidant attachment style. Anxious or secure, but not avoidant. Clear she's thinking about a child through all of this. Whether it's a child that's grown up or...
This song or all?
I think so. It's like she's talking to an inner child or explaining the life of a child. Basically how this person has developed an avoidant. Like she went, you know, like with the...
Oh my God, you're right.
She fell into this water, you know, her
At
dad...
6?
Yeah, her dad wasn't there for her. And that's how this relationship...
How do we find out if she actually fell through ice water?
I don't know if that's possible.
Should we private message her
But yeah,
again?
she says, yeah, I mean, we do it too often.
We do it.
You know. So she's saying, like, she's a curious child, ever reviled. Everyone was pretty amazed by her, but everyone except for her father. So that's the avoidant.
I can't
pardon.
see that happening with her dad.
Yeah. With a quiet, bewitching face, splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless, excellent fun till you get to know her. Then she runs like it's a race. Behind her back, her best mates laugh and they nickname her the Bolter. I feel like the reason why, and I'm not going to throw this person's name out there, but you know her too. I feel
It's not
know
Taylor.
No, like in terms of our friendship group, I know who this person is, and that's why I resonated straight away with it. You know that person where they've started a relationship again, and you're saying to your friends, "Oh, watch it go." You know, it won't last.
But I feel like these people, sorry to interrupt you, they collect people because they're so charismatic.
Totally.
And, you know, they're so much fun to be around, which is what she's saying here.
Yeah. But the thing is as well with an avoidant attachment, so in terms of attachments, anxious attachment people are quite often drawn to avoidant attachment style people because...
That is just brutal, isn't it?
Oh,
It's the worst feeling.
They're kind of like that, like, oh, okay, I got someone who is running away. I got them to stay. Because often somebody who is replaying out their childhood trauma on other people in their relationships because they're saying often, so I'm guessing that maybe the dad had an anxious attachment, an avoidant attachment style. So she's gone, oh, I'm going to be avoidant too. And so a lot of people are attached to finding similar people to replay out there. And she probably is finding someone who's anxious because she knows that they're 100% going to be there and she gets to run from them.
Oh, God, I got chicken skin again.
I don't think I said that very well, but
You
you
did.
know what I mean.
So we don't know who this song's about. Maybe it's not about Taylor.
I don't think it is.
Because she's not. I think
Maybe-
she's attachment... anxious. Sorry, haven't finished my coffee yet. I think you're right. She's anxious or secure.
Yeah.
It's got to be about one of her friends.
Yeah, I think so too. Someone
I'm trying to think of
close
someone.
her, but who knows? One in her girl gang, you know? I feel like everybody knows a girl like that. Oh, one of the things that I thought was really good about this song talks about a rowboat in Central Park and there's like water. What does she say? Like there's water.
Yeah, it's not about Taylor. Sorry, everyone.
Oh yeah, that's when she sees the littlest leaks down in the floorboards and she just knows she must bolt. It's like she's constantly looking for issues in the relationship to be like, I'm freaking hightailing it out of here.
Fuck.
She never sticks around and she will always end up saying like, oh no, they were just a bit boring for me. Anyway.
And that line, okay, I know we do this at the end of the song, but I might as well bring it up now. My favourite line is, but as she was leaving, it felt like breathing.
Yeah.
And she says that twice, doesn't she? And then at the very end, she changes it to, it felt like freedom.
Yeah.
I think she should have just left it to breathing.
I kind of like the change personally. I get what you're saying.
I'm still going to sing breathing.
You think you can write better than Taylor, do you?
No, she definitely can. But it resonates with me when
Well, I think
she
because
says
it's
breathing.
rhymes. Freedom doesn't really feel like.
But she's
leave
put
in
that there
every-
for a reason. I also love the amount of swearing in this album. All her fucking lives. I love all the swearing.
But yeah, very emotive.
It's so brilliant. Okay, you haven't told me your favourite line.
See, also when she says he was a cad, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter. This person is all like, that's what happens when I'm talking about that avoidant attachment style. They become like a trophy because they're so hard to pin down. And so if you can get one, you validate yourself. And that's what I'm saying. Like, often anxious attachment styles go after avoidant ones because it's even more validating for them that they can secure someone who is actually actively running away from them.
That's so sad.
And they don't even realize they're doing it. And they're just constantly attracted to guys that are like,
anx-
emotionally unavailable. That's another one. Emotionally unavailable is an avoidant attachment style.
What about if you get an anxious attachment style with an anxious attachment style? That
Yeah,
wouldn't
I mean-
happen. Do you know any couples like that?
I definitely think it could happen. I just think it would be very suffocating relationship. It would be very full on. Yeah, it would be too much because they'd both be trying to assert themselves, being like, oh, do you love me? Do you love me? And the other person be like, do you love me? Do you love me? It would just be very probably all consuming all of the time. Just intense.
Yeah.
You know, because no one's still feeling safe.
Oh, okay. And if you go into a relationship as an anxious attachment style, and then it can transition to
Secure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to be from what the other person does for you. It's going to be what you do for you.
It always comes down to that, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to do the work.
You got to do the work. Okay. Did you give us your favourite line?
My favourite line, I think I just agree with you. It felt like breathing. Yeah, I really like that. Just the way that it comes out. I feel like it's really good. That's my favourite. To be honest, the reason why I really struggled then, I think, is because I know I like it, but it's not a favourite of mine. The songs that I really love about Taylor is the songs where I'm reading your diary and it's about you and this is the story, because it's like reading a novel. But because this is a little bit more vague.
And about someone else?
About someone else. I just don't think I was into it because of that. Even though I think it's a great song, it's just not going to score highly against the others because...
What score are you giving it?
I'm going to go with a 5.
Wow. I'm going to give it 6, 7.
Well, you have to choose because you keep doing this.
I'm going to do 6, 7. I say 6, 7 because hour by hour it's growing on me. Okay, it's a 6 and rising.
Better.
Yeah, 6 and rising.
Yeah.
Because it is upbeat. It puts a pep in my step when
Yeah,
I'm walking.
totally. Get
My
that.
pace goes up.
100%. Totally get it.
And when it goes, it started with a kiss, that's very catchy, isn't it?
Very, very catchy.
Such a catchy song. Now, let's go to the next song.
Yep.
The next song on the playlist is the song I've been dreading talking about, only because, when you go into an exam or a test and you haven't studied or you just don't have anywhere to come from, that's what I feel with this song, Robin. Track 30. This has got to be Aaron and Taylor again.
Totally. I'll check it, but I 100%
This could end up
agree.
being my favourite song in the future, but at the moment...
Not as high.
I can't appreciate it completely because I don't fully understand it, and that's where I need to come from to fully embrace a song. And I feel like you could get me there with your thoughts.
We'll see. It's not one that I feel as familiar with in terms of what I think it should be, what I think it's about. We are correct. It is Aaron and Taylor, of course, for both. So, who do you want to start?
I'll just drop one line in there because it's the only point I have. I think it could be she's talking to herself as if she's a child when she was a child. It's her experience as a child and she's giving forewarning as to, that's all I've got. Continue. Take it away.
I'm just going to get up the lyrics because I feel like
Let's
that
get the
really
lyrics
helps
up.
Unpack it. Why do you think that it's called Robin, for starters?
Okay, it's like all of her music, a lot of her songs, Betty, August, things like that. Songs like that. I can't talk this morning. She gives it names maybe from loved ones. Blake and Ryan's children's names are in there. I saw something that Aaron has a son called Robin. But then I saw lots of other people saying it could be Robin Williams, it could be Christopher Robin. There's just so many theories out there. So I think it could be one of them.
And do you know, in the Dead Poets...
Robin Williams,
but also there's a play that's acted out in it.
Yeah.
The Shakespearean play.
Is it Mids?
Someone else, and his name's Robin in it as well.
What's the storyline of that play? I should know this.
Honestly, it's a bit confusing.
Let's not go there.
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
It's completely inadequate.
I don't want to do Shakespeare today. But I think that could be some element of the Robin for not necessarily the Summer Nights play, but that character in it. You haven't seen the movie, have you?
A long time ago. I need to watch it again, but I didn't. You messaged me saying, "Oh my goodness, I was hysterical."
Yeah.
So I didn't think at the time I had the capacity to be hysterical of an evening.
No. Can I say what happens in it?
Oh yeah.
Trigger warning.
And
for those.
Trigger warning and what's it called when you're going to ruin the movie for people?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Trigger warning and spoiler alert, because it is quite dark at the end. But one of the characters, the main character, he takes his life at the end of it. And
Does he?
It's really sad. But he's also like got all these...
Well, who plays that character?
I can't remember his name. But he's not one of the ones chosen for the Fortnite video clip. It's not one of them. But he basically... he really connects with the teacher, which is Robin Williams. The whole class does. Then they start their own little society to go through poetry and everything. And Robin sort of incites like inspiration in him.
Robin Williams, not the character.
Sorry, Robin Williams inspires inspiration in him because he's like, you gotta, you've only got one life to live, and it's really it's so motivational to these young boys at this time who kind of whatever about school and whatever about learning. And this one character who's pretty much the main character with Ethan Hawke, he has a dad who's very, very controlling and says, you got to go to med school, you got to do this. But he loves acting. Robin Williams, the actor, is just constantly encouraging him to pursue his dream. So he ends up putting himself in this play. His dad forbids him. He does it anyway. And then his dad's like, you're going to go to military school. You're never doing this again. And he just feels so stuck. And so he's just like, I can't go on. Like, I'm not able to pursue my dreams. And there's no way that I can go to military school and do this and live my life. I just feel broken, essentially. And yeah, it's very, very, very tragic ending, really. But really powerful movie as well. So, I mean, if you were going to watch it, I've just spoiled the whole thing.
So sad.
It's so sad. In this song, yes, she's talking to a child, but it's almost an inner child, maybe in all of us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you come up with that on the toilet this morning when you snuck away to do research? And I was on Ivy duty and Alice is like, I'll just look up the songs. I'm like, okay, Ivy, you'll brainstorm with me, won't you?
Yes. I do my best thinking on the toot.
On the tootie. So you think it's inner child? She's talking to her inner child.
I think she's talking to her inner child, but I think it's everyone's inner child. Stay innocent. Stay a dreamer. Life. That's what's so beautiful about being a child, is not knowing that, there are limits sometimes, and people are going to break your heart, and people are going to tell you can't do things, and kind of taint the world a little bit as you get older. Your child and your inner child still has all those dreams. And I even feel like as an adult, when you dream, you often dream from your inner child still.
Do you?
I think so.
I feel like
it's the adult.
Doing this podcast with you is a therapy session for me.
It's the adult in us that goes, oh, that's never going to work, or keep dreaming, or, and it's kind of her saying, no matter how old you are, don't lose that inner child, and try and protect yourself as much as you can from the world of, how she says in Sweetness, we tried to keep the complexities of life from you because, we didn't want you to lose your innocence because it's so beautiful. I think maybe it is about Aaron's son, yes, but I feel she relates to that because she still has that inner child in her, just the way that we all have. That's my thoughts.
Because she does use her closest nearest and dearest friends' children's names in songs, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Because there's all these childlike, terms. Higher and higher.
Way to go, Tiger.
Way to go, Tiger.
Yep.
Talking about, like, the swing set.
Yep, you got dragonflies above your bed.
Exactly. You have no room in your dreams for regrets.
You have no idea. Like, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea how shit life can get. That's what makes it so beautiful, is that you don't have that adult brain going, just snuffing out your dreams and your thoughts, because it's, the world is kind of so big and amazing, but it doesn't know how kind of dark it can be. You know what I'm trying to say?
So you're coming at it from you're someone talking to their inner child rather than talking to a child or their child.
I think all of it. I think
Okay.
all of it is the same. It would be a way that you might talk to a child, as well as the way you would have liked someone to talk to you as a child as well. So
I think this song will grow on me.
yeah,
Like, I can appreciate what she's doing here. It's beautiful.
It's a beautifully. I mean, all of her songs are beautiful, but it's very sweet. It gives like all the beautiful songs that she writes about when you're on your own kid. This song, Best Day, it just gives that kind of very playful, but something still a little bit somber too.
Yeah. It's playful and childlike, but with, like, the harsh reality of life.
Yeah,
Because essentially we all... I feel like I'm quite a childish person.
you are.
Well, yeah, okay.
No, in the best way. In the best way, it's why.
And I
people
feel like
love you.
she is, like,
Yeah.
Taylor, very... she's got a great sense of humour. Talking about Taylor, not me here. And
Yeah, you're not funny.
she's very playful and,
Yep.
young at heart.
Her ability to not limit herself as well and be childlike is why she's so creative. And it's like, that's why if we could all try and not let the sort of, that'll never work kind of attitude, or that the adult mind gets when you think that there's no such thing as luck, and, you have to work hard, and even then you probably won't get it. And just those negative kind of
She doesn't have
thought
that.
patterns. No. And I think she's kind of reflecting upon, that's what we should all say to ourselves, and that's what you should want for your child as well. Like, you have no idea how bad it can get. I don't want you to. I want to protect you from the big bad world, essentially.
Oh, it's sort of sad.
It is sad. Like many of
The
like
songs-
every song on
I'm
this
going to
album.
say that for every song. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, brilliant. So we did Robin.
Yeah.
And it worked out way better
Well,
than
what's
I
your...
thought.
We haven't done our rate.
Rating, you don't want to know. I don't want to...
Why?
4.
Fair.
It could be higher, Taylor. It just takes time for me to...
A Taylor 4's not a usual 4. Like, let's be real.
A Taylor 4 is like a 10 in real life.
Yeah, exactly. So there's literally nothing ashamed of being a 4, Taylor, if you're listening.
She will be. If she's not Travis's
Yeah.
or Jason.
Yeah.
What's your rating?
I probably will say I'm going to go 5. It's still a song that I enjoy listening to, but it's not a song that
Click on.
I'm like, oh, I'm starting with this.
Oh, I need Robin.
Yeah. That might change. But at this point, what's your favourite line?
Oh, my favourite line. Probably Way to Go, Tiger. Oh, In Sweetness. Just how she sings that In Sweetness. I love that.
That whole bit. You've got the dragonflies above your bed. You've got the favourite spot on your swing set. You've got no room in your dreams for regret. You've got no idea. Like, just her saying that you've got no idea. Oh.
Okay, I'm changing mine to that.
It's good, isn't it?
It's so good.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so Robin, wrap up. It's been really good. I hope everyone is loving it. When I say everyone, I mean I hope you're loving it, Kath.
And our mums.
And our mums, we hope you love our podcast.
But if
else?
this does blow up, we just hope you love it, everyone.
I just want to put it out there that you and I, after seeing TTPD make its way into the Eras tour set list, which we knew was coming,
Yeah.
we are manifesting
Tickets
and
and flights.
flights to Europe. We'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
Will we go to Canada?
I would
At the
go
end of the
anywhere.
year?
I'd go anywhere.
So, but it would have to be a quick trip because Ivy wouldn't come, would you?
No, stuff Ivy.
Maybe we should. Oh no, we'll talk about how Ivy got her name in another episode where it fits in because
Yeah.
this is rambling.
Yeah, we are rambling. Okay,
Wrap it up.
Okay. Keep doing
Okay,
this.
we'll talk to you very shortly with
Yeah,
the
loved
next bangers.
This is the Swift Department.
Over and out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We're like our moms. See you soon.
See you soon.